Okay, I believe it's live. Let me just double check here. Stream settings. Low latency. Okay, I think the stream works. Let me double check here in my YouTube dashboard. I want to hear myself again. Okay, I think it's loud enough. The plan is to basically, first off, I'm going to change my mic volume to big decibel. Let's do 5 dB. Gotta get that extra gain so you can hear me extra clear. Okay, yeah, the plan is to update the Minecraft server, firestartermc.com, to 1.20.1. I'm not going to get the full update done today. There's like literally zero chance that's ever going to happen in the history of ever. But I have just enough stuff ready that I can do that. So I'm looking forward to that. Let me make sure all my stuff is working here. I'm gonna try to pin this chat as well. Boom. My Discord status does not show that I'm streaming, which sucks. Let me go ahead and see if I can fix that real quick. Oh, you know what it is? It's probably because I changed the name of my YouTube channel. Let me reconnect my YouTube. Sorry, you guys can't see this. I am just on the game right now. Let me just do the little fix here for my Discord status. And then we can get started here. Okay. All right. I am going to now go ahead and get the update. I'm actually going to get my laptop real quick, just to put the chat on the side. Like so. Oh, brother. Hopefully I have enough battery on my laptop for this. If I don't, that would suck a little bit. My laptop just died in the middle of doing this here. View your YouTube channel, YouTube Studio. Click. YouTube. Apparently my resolution is not good. That's fine. Ultra wide is fine. Everything's fine. Okay. Let's get started. The plan. Let me change to my desktop. Let me close this. The plan is to get the code fixed today. I probably won't get anything else really running because there's a lot to do. Basically, I have to wait for the server software for 1.21 to kind of come out. There'll be paper MC right here. But it's still kind of a work in progress. I don't think they have an official working build yet. Unless... yeah, they don't have that yet. But what they do have is... let's see here. What they do have is kind of a developer bundle sort of thing. So as you can see, it says they have the initial dev bundle that was about not too long ago, earlier today basically it came out. So I can start doing my plugin updates. As far as like actually testing anything, I can't really do that until this has an official build, which they won't release for probably a little while now. But my other plan, after I update the plugins, I have to start generating the world. But basically what I'm going to do, kind of announce this here, but I'm adding 20,000 blocks to the edge of the world. I don't want to turn off the server while I'm doing that, so I'm going to generate them on a Fabric server and then just copy over the chunk files over to the main server. Another thing I mentioned that I think people kind of skipped over is I'll increase the world border, and I'm also going to remove unused areas of the current map. So the way I plan to do this is basically kind of just any chunks that haven't been inhabited for a while that potentially might spawn a trial chamber are eligible to be erased, basically. And so every chunk, like every time you're in a chunk as a player, it kind of increments like a counter for how long you've spent in that chunk. So I can kind of check that counter. So let's say it's like less than 2 minutes or less than even 1 minute. We'll see. I'll have to tweak the checks for that. But if it's like less than 1 minute of actual playtime in a chunk, then it's eligible to be erased along with chunks around it. But if there's like a chunk around it that's been played in a lot, probably just cancel the erase and something like that. I don't know what I'm going to do for that. I'm going to start with generating the outside blocks because that's kind of the easy thing to do. So I'll start with the easy work, and then for the rest I'll worry about that later, I think. But anyways, in terms of code updates, I think it's going to be very minimal. I don't know, but I don't know. I think it'll be pretty minimal. I've already started just a couple things. Basically, I changed a line before I started stream just so that I wouldn't have to wait around for this thing to load in before I started streaming. But now that it's all done, it'll be a little faster. So anyways, the first issue I kind of ran into here is this item parser thing that I use to get an item from a string. So for example, like in Minecraft, when you do /give, let's say I do diamond, and then like I want a diamond that can break, no, let's see, I don't know how to do that one. Let's say I want a diamond that is food, for example. Basically what this item parser does is it takes this string in the command and it converts it to like the actual item in game. And I use that for a lot of things, actually. A couple things, not too many actually. Use it for item stack serializer, which this is used for used in stuff like, for example, the crates. The crates items are configured this way and stuff like that. So basically, I just need to fix this. I believe it used to have a second flag here, which says true, but they just removed it, which is fine. I can just kind of nuke that there. And then I have to figure out what to do with this result thing, because it looks like they removed the patch method. So let's go look in item parser here. And I'm looking for an item thing that's data component patch or patched data component map. Probably data component map. Let's see if that's stored anywhere here. I don't believe so. I don't actually know what patch data component map is. I believe that's like basically what gets sent to the client when like an item changes. So it's like just the differences between data components. And data components are like basically item properties. So let's say like your item property durability changes by like 1 durability. Like if I have this sword and it has the item data component durability and it drops by 1, then the server sends a data patch to the client to let it know that the durability is different. I believe that's what that is. And so I have to find where that is stored here. I might not even need to do this, but let's check here. Let's see. Parse. Where is our data component patch set? Patch is in an item result. Result has a thing called components. And this is a result, so I think I can just do components here. Look at that. I fixed it. That's crazy. I just needed to look. So that's a small refactor in Minecraft there. No biggie. Let's try to build it again, see what else is broken. And I did run a build a little bit earlier, so it should be pretty quick, all things considered. Hopefully. One would hope. Alright. And yeah, I guess the method to really updating is just like change the version that you're using for the Minecraft dependency, and then just keep building until there are no more errors. So which is exactly what I'm going to do here. So fixed one error onto another. Dude, Proto, what's good, bro? Long time no see. Okay, resource location. This is privated now, which means they probably made a static method to do the exact same thing, but it's just private now. Create untrusted. Parse. Okay. What I'll have to do is resource location dot parse. Okay, that should fix that. There's a couple of other places I use resource location, which is probably going to break. Ultimate relaxation stream. Let's go, dude. I've been wanting to stream for a while. I wanted to stream like 2 weeks ago, but I just couldn't. Didn't have it in me. But I'm finally being useful, doing things, doing coding once again. So figured I'd stream it. And I'm excited too. The new update came out, which I don't really know much about, like, at all. Like, I literally just spawned in this, and I'm like, oh, this is a cool structure. And there's this vault guy, and things, and it's cool. And yep, I know a lot about the update. Yeah, but my plan is basically like I want to make sure there's as many of these trial chambers in the world as possible. So I'm gonna try to nuke as many old chunks as possible so that all these can spawn in. And they're not really small structures, which might be a little concerning because I'm gonna need to delete quite a few like nearby chunks to actually spawn them in. But yeah, I mean, like, this is a pretty big structure. It's like kind of like a stronghold, I guess. It's like a different stronghold. Anyway, let's do a couple more fixes here. That one I fixed, that one I fixed. All these are just going to be the same thing. I'm going to have to change resource location to resource location.parse, which I did here. And looks like they changed this one as well. Size between like a stronghold and a woodland mansion? Yeah, kind of. Actually, yeah. It actually is more like a woodland mansion than anything, because in woodland mansions they have like the different rooms that can spawn randomly. Like, it's just, they have like a set of structures and the rooms kind of build themselves. And that's kind of basically what this is. Like, all this is just like structure jigsaw pieces that randomly connect to each other and basically builds it out that way, which is cool. It's a very randomized structure. As far as I understand, like, all of them are pretty damn different, which is cool. And it's gonna be fun to see multiple players like play at the same time too, because they have the new types of spawners which spawn like more or less mobs depending on how many players are playing too, which is epic. I think that's very epic. I wish they did the same thing for like other structures as well, but it's a good start that they have that as well. Dude, I'm about to add some light to this. Watch me. Look at that. Crazy. That's a cool feature too. Some of them can be massive, yeah. I haven't really looked into it much, if I'm being honest. Like, this is the second one I've kind of flown into. But I think they've been about the same size, at least. Okay, I gotta figure out what the hell's going on here, because I don't know what's going on. Looks like they had changed something about item attributes, which I don't want to deal with right now, so I'm gonna just do that later. And I have to parse this. Let's see here. What are we looking at here? Missing. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's another resource location thing. How we handle the trial spawners? I don't know how fast they mine. Let me check. If they mine super slow, I'm probably just not going to do anything about it. I don't think they should be breakable though, and I don't know that they would even like work if you broke them and placed them. But okay, well, I'm in creative mode. Obviously that broke immediately. Let me get out of creative mode and let's try again. Yeah, so I think, let's see. Like, they mine absurdly slow. So like, I feel like this should probably give people a hint that they shouldn't be mining it. But I mean, yeah. Efficiency 5? Okay. Efficiency 5. Yeah, they take a while to mine. Yeah, it's definitely mining. It's just very, very slow. But yeah, I don't think I'll support like silk touching them because it kind of makes no sense to really do that. Oops, netherite pickaxe. Let's do the same thing here. Let's do a bit of silk touch on that. I don't know why I need the silk touch actually. Makes no difference, but yeah, like it still takes forever, pretty much. They can be broken, but yeah. But if you like place them, obviously there's no data or anything on them. So I don't know. I'll probably not encourage people to destroy trial ruin spawners. It's probably better if they actually stay here as well, because they can be reused multiple times. Like, they reset after a while, so I don't know. I think that's probably fine to just not have silk touch. Jeez, this guy really wants a key. Dude's begging for a key, dude. Alright. Here you go, dude. What am I gonna get? Honey bottle? Wind charge? Poison arrow? A shield? Oh god. I don't really know how to use the wind charges. Wait. Okay. Wait, these are kind of cool. I'm excited for people to actually use the wind charges. Because they're, I've seen some people do some, like, parkour stuff with them. Like, make custom parkours and things that rely on the mechanic there. Let's see here. Ominous trial key. Let's see what we get from this one. Enchanted golden apple. Wind charge. Ominous bottle. Slowness. Ominous bottle. That's another thing, I guess, that they did. There's it's gonna be harder to make raid farms because now you have to get the ominous bottle, which I'm kind of happy with because raid farms are pretty damn broken. Anyway, I keep getting distracted. I need to fix things. I'm also gonna switch to lo-fi music. I need some lo-fi beats. There you go. Okay, perfect. What's up here? This is fixed. That's fixed. That error is fixed. The only other error thing that I have is this attribute one, which I'm not sure about. It looks like... I'll have to see how this is used in the actual Minecraft server, but it looks like they changed how it's stored. Let's see, ID, attribute modifier. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll have to go back to this because I'm not entirely sure and I don't want to like change it without knowing exactly what they did. So I'll go back to that one. Let's see if there's any other errors we can find before then. And if it's the last error I have to fix, I'm probably just going to leave it at that because I don't really want to mess with that right now. Oh god, it might be one of the only errors. Wait, okay. Let me just comment it out and see if anything else breaks. I guess there's not really many changes. Like most of the changes that I had to do for this update to actually work are changes that happened in 1.20.6. Because basically 1.20.1 is mostly already inside of 1.20.6. Or 1.21 is inside of 1.20.6. It's just like the experimental features that were not enabled by default have been enabled. So it's basically the same thing. I don't expect it'll have too many things wrong with it. Looks like there's a couple other issues though, so let's go ahead and go through them here. I'm gonna mark this one as a to-do for 1.21, and then I'll come back to it. Yeah, so I'll come back to this later once I know what's going on there. Let's see here. Unused, that's all warnings. We don't care about warnings, we just want the bugs. Alright, looks like there's an error here. Looks like add item, block entity, block source, dispenser block entity. Is it not a container anymore? I wonder if they renamed it. Nope. Set item. Can't do add item though. And this is for the dispenser lava mechanic. Oh brother, I forgot this even existed. Let's see here. Okay, I think what happened here is they probably just changed it to insert item. Because it looks like... Let me see if I can find the class in Minecraft, but I think it's called dispenser behavior. Let's see here. Dispense behavior. Insert item. Yeah, they just changed it to insert item. Okay. Well, that's easy enough. Just a rename there. Oh, what does this return? It returns an item stack. Dot. I think it's count. Get count. So if it cannot be inserted, let's see here. Let's see here. Okay, that should be good. I'm gonna put a to-do here just to test, but I believe that's literally all the changes that need to be done there. Just a little rename there, a little behavior change. Okay, that should be good. Do we have any other issues here? Looks like there's one here. Same exact thing up here as down below. Just change that to insert item. I believe get count might not be the correct method that I'm supposed to be using. but I will just see if it works correctly. And if it doesn't, I'll have to cross compare. The only thing I can't do right now is I can't really check Minecraft source code. It looks like it's not really populating in right now. I might have to rerun a task or something for that to happen. But that's okay for now. I'll do it the blind way and test later. Because usually I can kind of look through the Minecraft source code pretty easily. But right now, I guess with this dev bundle, it's kind of not complete. Oh, brother, this command, I never use this command. Chunk source, chunk data controller. Moonrise get chunk, what is Moonrise? I don't know what that is. Get chunk data controller, what is this? Wait a minute, let me look into this. Server level, is there anything called Moonrise? Moonrise.patches.chunk system level server, Jesus Christ. Moonrise. Spotted leaf Moonrise. Looks like they might have extracted the chunk patches into a different mod or a different thing here. Nope. Okay. I don't know what that is. I think it functions pretty much exactly the same though. I wonder if I can... if I can get the... what is it? Chunk data controller. Shit's private. Public final. Okay, no, that's fine. It returns this. What's our error here? I believe the issue... I'm not actually sure about this. Because I'm using Kotlin. And this is a method that's in Java. And I feel like the issue is just the syntax here. Expression cannot be a selector. Huh. Does this work? Let me check here. Okay. That was just an issue with my IDE then. Get entity data controller. Nope. Entity data chunk data controller. Perfect. Yeah, for some reason I guess it's generating the curly braces around it, which is not valid syntax, but okay. POI chunk data controller. Perfect. So that's all good. What does this say here? Oh yeah. Okay. Perfect. Just a little bit of weird stuff there. That should be all good there. And what other things do we have here that are currently bugged? Cannot pass value. Looks like I need to do another parse there. That should be all good. And that should be all good. Alright, let's rerun the build, see what other errors we get. Just keep going through it till it builds correctly. Alright. Getter is deprecated, that's fine, that's all warnings. This one looks like it's an issue. Alright. Inferred type is resource key enchantment, but it is a holder enchantment. I think... okay. Let's see here. Can I do... huh. What are we drinking today, boys? We're drinking tap water, dude. We're drinking, like, Straight out the kitchen sink water. No Red Bull. No Red Bull in stock, unfortunately. I haven't had Red Bull in about 2 days. It's like a record just a record, honestly. Straight out the ocean. Yeah, I get that salt. I love that ocean salt, that sea salt. Equip item if possible. What am I doing here? Hell yeah. Okay. Okay, I need to figure out how I should be doing this then. Enchant holder enchantment. Enchantments is a resource. Wait, yeah. There's a resource key. I need to get it as a holder. I think the only other way to get it as a holder is to do something stupid. Which I don't want to do, but I guess I can do it, which is Minecraft. Wait, no, sorry. Craft server dot get something. No, it's not craft server, it's craft registry. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit just so you guys can see better, by the way. Craft registry dot get Minecraft registry, then I put the key. No. Get Minecraft registry. Champ. Wait. Registries dot enchantment dot get holder. See, that can't be the best way to do it, right? There's gotta be an easier way to do that. Mancy, you're so right. I haven't had Red Bull in 2 days. Dying on the floor right now. Dying on the Walmart floor. I think the only other way to do this is to do a little something sus. But yeah, I'll just keep it like that, to be honest. I don't really care enough to really, yeah. I mean, unless, let's see. Enchant command. Let's see what the Minecraft enchant command does, because that basically takes the enchantment and adds it to the item. Let's see here, enchantment, it already has a holder. And Jesus Christ, there's people dying outside my window right now. Get enchantment, get resource. It goes and context argument, reference, blah blah blah. Registry ref. Okay, I mean, it basically does what I'm doing. Matt, what's up, Matt? What's up? I'm updating the server. As you can tell by the title of the video. I know, it's pretty crazy, but it's a work in progress. What kind of program would you have to do to get sponsored, I wonder? You know, I gotta do some competitive esports programming or something. I know Red Bull's into big sports. You know, I gotta do like like I said, Formula 0 boat race in Minecraft. And then I can get sponsored because, you know, it's like a race and Red Bull really loves races, you know? That's like great. But yeah. Anyway, I think I'm gonna make a little shorthand for this stupid registry thing because it's a little bit sus. And I would like to make it a little bit less sus. So let's do that real quick. Let's see if I can make a method for it. Kotlin lib. Let's just make a package called registry. And then I'm going to make a file called registry. Very cool, very cool. And then inside this registry, we're going to put an extension method. Or is it called a function or a method? I don't know. Extension function, which will do registries.enchantment is a resource key of registry of T. All right, wait. So resource key of registry That's the wrong type of registry. We need the Minecraft registry. And we'll put the T in there, and then the holder, and then we need the key of the holder, which is going to be key, which is going to be resource key. You guys will see this is going to be the most incredible thing known to man, and it's going to be holder of T, and then we got to put like T in here as well, and then we got to import holder. All right, cool. And then what this is going to do is it's going to return craft registry. Get Minecraft registry. It's going to take this dot get holder, and then it's going to take a key, and look at that, perfection. So now what we can do is we can do enchant registries dot enchantment dot holder enchantment dot frostwalker. Perfect. As you can see, it works. Much shorter and less pain. Oh, Matt, I don't know what you said, but your messages are gone. Extreme programming at 3 a.m. Cops called. Gone wrong. Yeah, it's Marines. I wish it was 3 a.m. I think I code better at like later, honestly. Like my performance on doing anything coding related is absolutely the worst around this time of day. Like around noon, I just can't. But like when it hits like midnight, that's when like I start going overtime. That's like peak performance energy. Anyway, I'm gonna do the same thing here. I have other craft registry get Minecraft registry calls, and I'm just gonna change them to this new thing I made because it's so much less pain. Which I lied because well, okay. I lied. I don't have any other place that uses that. Okay, that's fine. You know, if I ever have it again, I'll have this method. See, I'm over-engineering this. I'm making a method that only gets called once. Very good. Okay, let's go ahead and build again. Work on through some more bugs. Let's see here. Christmas light hat is broken, I believe. And that's another thing here with the resource location where I need to just add .parse. If I can type parse. My fingers don't click the keyboard in the correct order, unfortunately. Okay, good. Resolved. Full name. Get full name. Get name. Get handle.get. Okay. Is visible name. Fingers aren't fingering? You're right. I hate when that happens, honestly. It's really unfortunate. Yo, I don't know if you already did that, but also try to fix rubber boots because they'd be glitching and having durability. It's supposed to be unbreakable. Yeah, I think you might have gotten an old pair or something because I believe they're supposed to be unbreakable here. So I can just get you a new pair, honestly. I'll get you a new pair after the stream or sometime soon after. Hopefully. Okay. I need to figure out what this is supposed to be because basically this visible name method is supposed to return, like for example, you give it the object for mending enchantment and it's supposed to output the string mending. It's supposed to be like readable, you know? And it looks like they removed the get full name thing. Except it's here. And it's the other way around. Okay, I see what they did. So now instead of it being on the object, it's just a static thing. So what we can do is we can return enchantment, which have to be a Minecraft enchantment. I'll get full name. I'm going to make a type alias here. I'm going to import Minecraft enchantment as Minecraft enchantment. And then instead of doing this ugly thing, I can just do Minecraft enchantment. And it just works. And then for this, I have to put the enchantment that I'm using. So I'll do this dot into craft enchantment, and then I'll do the handle, and then I'll just put the level, and then dot toString. And I believe this is broken because it's asking for a holder. And god damn it, I have to do this stupid thing I have. Okay, good thing I just made this method, because what I can do is I can do registries dot enchantment dot holder, and then put this garbage in there, except it needs a key, which I don't have. Wait a minute. I'm gonna cook up something real good in a sec. What do we have enchantments here? Holder. Oh, there's a holder. Exclusive set. Okay, never mind. It's a holder set. Where does get full name get used, actually? Yeah, I know I'm using it. Okay, it doesn't show me where it's used in Minecraft. I believe the way I have to do this is actually pretty cringe. Let me try this. Craft registry. Get Minecraft registry. Registries dot enchantment. And then get holder. Takes in the ID, a key. So I have to get the key. I have to get the key of the enchantment and then use the key to get the holder. Not because you're seeing the stream, but it's confusing. Yeah. Yeah. There's big code. All right. Get key, and then I have to put the. Oh Jesus. But that's not gonna work. What does this give me? It gives me a resource location. Get. I need a resource key. How do I get a resource key? There's a thing called get resource key. Get resource key. But it's, okay, wait. But it turns an optional resource key. Surely there's a better way of doing this than what I'm trying to do here. Let me look here. Is there anything that returns resource key in here? Nope. Okay, well, the only other way I know how to do this is, I think the other better way of doing this might be, let me check. Holder down enchantment. Yeah, I'm just going to keep it as is. I think this is going to need to be checked to be simplified here, because this is way too much code for the same thing that it used to do. Okay, perfect. Just gonna write some notes for myself for later once I am going back here and wondering why this is all broken. This I'm gonna do or else throw. Basically, this whole line that I just wrote goes into the Minecraft registry, which kind of contains all the things, like for example, mending, silk touch, all that sort of stuff is registered in there, and it gets the name of whatever silk touch is referred to internally, and then it uses that to get the holder, which is basically just, I don't really know what it is, to be honest. A holder is, it basically contains the key, and then it contains the value, which is, so this would contain the key silk touch, silk underscore touch, and then it would contain the value of silk touch, which is enchantment.silk touch. It's very complicated, but it works, I think. So let's keep that there. And then let's keep going on here. What else do we have broken? Let's build one more time, see what else is broken. Custom drop death loot overrides nothing. That's probably broken. Let me have a look here. That's fine. Evil snow golem. Oh, brother. Drop death. Drop death loot. How do I get the looting value? Source dot loot. I'll have to figure out how to get that. I'm actually gonna drop all death loot. Also does not return that. Okay. Maybe looting is handled differently in this version. Check how looting is handled internally. For now, I'm just going to say looting is 0. Just so it compiles. But when I'm actually doing this, I'm going to go back. And what my suspicion is that it's looting is somehow inside of this damage source thing. So maybe damage source is actually like sword or something like that. And then the sword damage source type contains either the looting or something like that. But I'll have to figure that out later. Don't really want to dig into that right now because I can't really access the internal Minecraft source code very easily. Usually I can search around it, which makes it a lot easier, but right now I don't have as much available to me just because it's early days of the update here. And that's fine. That's all good. So, honestly, obviously there's some changes that I need to do still for like testing. Like if I do 1.21, there's about 5 items that I'm not 100% sure about. But these are pretty much all the changes that I believe I'll need to make just to get this server to actually run with my plugins. There's still the like other plugins, like anything that I didn't make, any non-custom plugins, they still need to potentially be updated. I say potentially because the changes between this version and the previous one are very minimal, but there might still need to be updates. Major one I have to look into is the pets plugin, and then anything else that I use that, like, I don't know, like the holograms plugin, world edit, world guard, claims, stuff like that. Very miscellaneous things, but most of them should be fine as far as I understand, because I did kind of all the heavy work last time I updated, which is the 1.20.6 one. Anyways, I'm going to be right back. Once I get back, I am going to go ahead and begin setting up a server so I can create some new chunks for the world. And I'll show you how I do that. And then I'll also think about how I'm going to purge chunks that contain the structures. What am I trying to say? I'm going to create a thing that deletes chunks in the world that might have trial ruins spawn at them. Yeah, okay. I'll be right back. I'm going to put on my incredible intermission screen. Oh my god, I'm back. Like I never even left. Because I never left. I was here the entire time. I was, yeah, okay. Anyways, I do have to do the thing. Oh god, I have a message from Curly. Oh no. Gotta check it on my second monitor. Okay, anyways, yeah, I am practically complete with the bulk of the plugins, in terms of updating them. And plugins, I guess I should say, is that it makes it a lot easier to update. So I have all the plugins all in one kind of place, and as you can see, I updated like events, I updated shops plugin, items plugin, everything all at once, all in one go. The only thing I don't put in here are like larger stuff, like the claims and pets and stuff like that. Those don't even need to be updated that frequently. Like pets is usually like once per update. Claims, if that even, I mean, claims usually stay good, regardless of the Minecraft version. It runs perfectly fine. It's only minor differences. But yes, that's all done. So what I will do now is I should have done this in the beginning, but I'm going to make a separate branch for all these changes, which basically means I'm going to put them in a separate quote-unquote folder that I can go back to later, but it doesn't, I'm not going to use these changes yet. I'm going to use them once it is time to use them. Yes? Okay, that is a horrible explanation, but I'm going to just call it 1.21 and call it a day there. And then I'm just going to do chore initial updates, and I will add those to my 1.21 folder in quotes. Now I also need to create the world generation things. And so the way I usually do this, and I don't know if this will work the way I usually do it, I basically set up a Fabric server that runs a mod called C2ME. Let me check here, C2ME. Let's see if it's updated. It might have a snapshot version, but if it works, it works. Let's see here, versions 1.21. So it has an alpha version that should probably work fine. And then I use Lithium, which speeds up chunk generation. Let's see, let's do Fabric version, and it doesn't have a beta version for it. It's taking a while to load. So they have 1.21. No, they don't. Let's see here. Do they have anything? Update to Minecraft 1.21. So it looks like Lithium is probably ready for the most part. So what I do is I combine Lithium and C2ME. That gives me the fastest chunk generation. And then I don't remember if I do anything else. Last time I did this was a while ago, but yeah, I'm going to just build this from source code. It looks like it compiles, so it probably works. Let's see how big the changes. Yeah, the changes are pretty much none for the new version. So, yep, I'm going to set up a little server. I'm actually going to set it up on my computer first, but after that I'm going to put it on the actual server machine that I use for Firestarter. Reason I'm doing it on my computer is just it's a little faster to just set it up here. But I want to do it on the actual Firestarter server when I'm generating, because it's going to generate like gigabytes upon gigabytes upon gigabytes of just files, and uploading all of that is just going to suck. So I just want to do it on the same machine so it's easy to copy the files pretty much. Anyway, I'm going to call this chunk gen. And yeah, the way I set it up is, I mean, as you'd set up a Fabric server, it's pretty simple. Let's see here. How do I actually do that? It's been a while. Installation instructions. That's for Fabric. Let's see here. Server, manual method, Minecraft server download page, installer. Wait a minute. Single jar file is a launcher. Fabric loader and Minecraft files. Okay. Let's do that here. Content is outdated, it says. Let's see what Fabric installer here does. Oh yeah, I believe the way this works is you just run it. And it gives you a server option. There you go. It's been a while since I used this. Okay, yes, let's install. Download server jar. I will just go ahead and do that here then. And then, once this is done, we'll have a Fabric server set up. Should be pretty quick here. Perfect. And I can delete the installer and I can just run this. So java-jar Fabric server launch, no GUI. I'll start up our basic Fabric server. The one thing I do need to do is I need to make sure the seed is correct, because I don't want to use the wrong seed for this. Like if I'm, there's no point in generating chunks if the seed's not correct, because then I'll have to just delete them all and use it for the correct seed. One thing I have to do as well is agree to the EULA of Minecraft. So we'll do that. And I will get the seed now for the server. Might want to just look away for a second because I'm going to put the screen to black because I don't want to leak the Firestarter seed. Not that it's necessarily too precious of a thing, but I will go ahead and just go ahead and get that off screen. And what I'm going to do is just run a seed command here. Pretty simple here. And I'm also going to verify that with the level.dat file. Sorry guys, can't show you this part. This part's very not safe for stream. Let's see here, seed, world gen settings, seed. Is that the correct seed? Yep. Okay, perfect. Got the correct seed. Now what I have to do is just put it inside the server.properties. You can just imagine in your head that I'm editing a file called server.properties, and it contains the thing that says seed, and then I'm putting the seed in there, and then it's great. It works beautifully. And let me just double check everything else here. I believe that's good. And I'm going to close out of this real quick before I leak the seed again. Now I have to go into mods, and I'm just going to add my mods. Lithium's not out yet, obviously, so I have to build that manually. I will download C2ME as it looks like it has at least an alpha version. I'm sure the alpha version works probably about as good as the release for 1.20.6. And then I will also go ahead. For lithium, I do have to do this one manually. I believe this is going to take a little while. It might kill my processor, so the stream might lag. Hopefully it doesn't, but it might. And if it does, that would be unfortunate. But I'm just going to go in my downloads folder, clone the repository for this. That's not going to work. I have to actually put that in there. And then I'm going to cd into said repository, change, whoops, cd lithium. And then I'm going to check out into the develop branch. That's where all the latest changes are. And then to build, I think I literally just do Gradle W builds. I can't type today. And I believe that should essentially just build it. So this one's probably going to take a while. So I'm just going to put this off to the side while I work on my other stuff. Have I started working on the summer event? I have, yes. It's going to take a little while longer though. Because I basically didn't work on anything for the last week. I was lazy, didn't do anything. But I'm getting back on the Minecraft stuff now. Okay, let me just verify that C2ME runs, I guess, since that's the only mod I have in there. And then I'll connect to the server just to verify. So that'll be my localhost server. Shall do 1.7.0 to 0.1. Perfect. And then there you go. We have a Minecraft server that's the same seed as Firestarter. I believe. Oh, I have to opt myself. I don't remember where I am here. Let's see. Let's go and look at 0.0 here. 0.0 is around here. This is the terrain that's at 0.0. And I think I'll have to see if it matches up with the terrain that's on the main server. But before I do that, let me just double check the seed. I'm going to. Oh, okay. I'm gonna put it. I'll put it on this screen here. All right. You guys can't see the seed, but I believe that is correct. Okay. Okay. And what I will do here as well is I'm gonna go on the main server and just for sanity checking, I will go ahead and double check that the seed on there is also correct by going to 0.0 and just checking the surrounding terrain. So 0, 120, 0. That's about what it looks like. Just double check, make sure it's all good. The world did get generated on 1.18, so I don't know if they changed like the gen significantly since then. But we'll see here. Let's hop on for just a quick moment. And then I will go to 0.0. Zero 120 0. Oh frick. Okay. So it looks like the terrain is actually completely different, which is funny. Because that's, yeah, this is what it should look like. This is what this looks like. Interesting. Wonder why that's like that. Let me try something real quick. I hate that I have to keep doing this, but I can't show you the seed, so I have to keep hiding it. What if I make a single player with that as well? Let's see here. Wonder if the world gen changed like that much that it's a different biome. Yeah, in single player I also get a taiga biome. Let's try. I'm going to Minecraft. How old should I go? 1.18. That's where I generated the world. Let's see if 1.18 generates a different thing for the same seed. Just to make sure it's all good here. Alright. My processor is lagging very bad right now. Yeah, you can't see it, but I'm just double checking, triple checking the seed. I'm guessing they just changed the world gen just enough that the biomes are different. My plan pretty much is to generate every chunk that's outside the world border except for the chunks that are directly around the world border. That way it will blend the biomes correctly. Because there's basically a biome blender that exists in Minecraft, so it blends old stuff with new stuff. And hopefully that'll just take care of any transitions that need to be done there. So let's have a look here. Man, older Minecraft sure is a lot slower than new Minecraft though, to generate the world. Okay. Let's have a look here. Sorry guys, can't leak, can't show, can't not safe for stream. I actually think I might have gotten the wrong seed. That's probably what I did. I think I got the wrong number. Let's try that one more time here. I got a different seed this time, so I think it should work fine. I think I copied a different number than I should have. So I will go ahead and put this in here, and we'll make sure that it is a dark oak forest this time and not whatever the hell was before, the taiga biome. So just a moment here, I'll put that back on the screen. Okay. Okay, that's more like it. I can show you now that I'm not leaking anything, hopefully. Yeah, okay, this is the correct seed. I had the complete wrong seed. Don't ask me how that happened. Basically, this is the correct seed now. So this is what 00 looks like at the overworld of the current server. This is my old 1.20 or 1.18. So yeah, looks like I got the right seed now. So we should be all set there. The other thing I do is I use the mod Chunky. Basically, it's just a chunk pre-generation utility. You basically tell it how many chunks you want to generate around, and then it just does it. The one thing I usually do with this, basically what I've done with pretty much every single update, is I've told it to skip the chunks in the very center, just mark those as quote-unquote complete, and then outside of that generate everything else. I don't know if they added a feature to do that. Basically, typically what I do is I modify the source code to just, when it checks if a chunk's been generated, I check the coordinates of the chunk, and if it's within the square that's already been generated on Firestarter, I just tell it to be to return quote-unquote generated. So that basically skips the generation there. So I'm probably going to do the exact same thing here, because I don't think they've added a feature to do that. But if they did, that would be kind of funny. What I'm going to do here is I'm also going to go and get my lithium. I did download Lithium Fabric here. So I'm going to build libs, and then we'll take the lithium jar file. It's 720 kilobytes, Don't know how big this one is. About the same. Okay, perfect. So that's our mod there. And then for Chunky, this one's a bit of a painful one because I do have to clone the repository. But we'll go ahead and do that just because we can. I'm actually going to go into Documents, Firestarter, Chunky. Looks like I already have Chunky here, actually. This might be from last time I've done it. Let me check. Let's open that repository and see what's up there. You're going to go farm. See you, Matt. Thanks for stopping by on the stream. Have a good time farming. Okay, Chunky. Let's see here. It'd be funny if this had my changes when I did it last time. Let's see here. Fabric World. Oh, yeah, look at that. That's exactly what I was talking about. It's already done. So this is for the 1.20 update when I first updated the world border. Basically what I did is I manually updated this to run on 1.20, and then I added this check here. So is chunk generated? Skip anything that we have generated on our primary server. Basically any chunk that's after this X value for chunks. To get the actual coordinate value, I think you multiply it by 16, but that's basically what I did. I basically said if it's between there, we've already generated it. So what I'll do is I will actually copy this, and what I need to do now is I need to go ahead and pull the latest changes from upstream, which will be 1.21 hopefully. Let's check here. Chunky. That was 3 weeks ago that they did that. I need to check out into here. So it'll be fabric 1.21-RC1. Git checkout fabric 1.21-RC1. Looks like it didn't delete my local changes, so I'm going to just roll those back. And then check out there. Perfect. So that'll set up the environment I need. I will have to go into the class called Fabric World, and then it is chunk generated. I'm literally going to go ahead and do what I did before. The only exception here is I'm going to use different chunk coordinates because obviously the world border is actually bigger now than it was before. 119, I think it was maybe 40k by 40. Well, yeah, it might have been 40k by 40k, and I think I pretty much doubled it. I think it's 80k by 80k now. It's funny because I don't actually remember now. I have to double check on that. First off, before I screw this up, I'm going to delete the seed from my keyboard history real quick, because it is currently in my clipboard history, which I realized I probably should delete before I open that up again. Okay, cool. Now what I need to do is I need to check the world border on the primary server, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and go into our thing here, and I'll just do world border get. So it's about 80,000 blocks. And then Dinnerbone used to have a chunk to coordinate kind of calculator. I'm just gonna use a different one, see if I can get it. Otherwise I can just do the math myself. So it goes, the last block should be negative 40,000 to negative 40,000. So it'll be chunk section minus 25,000. And you'll see that 1251 times 2. 1251 times 2. You can see this is 119. We basically doubled it last time. So, yeah. So let's just put this to here. If it's anywhere between there, then we don't need it. You're learning? Dude, Jesus, what's up? What's good? I'm coding, big coding. But yeah, I'm gonna be pretty lossy about it. I'm just gonna put these all to the same number. Doesn't matter too much as long as it's approximately within the area that I need it to be in. It should be fine. So yeah, let's do that. That'll be all I need, and once this finishes, I can build the mod and I can actually like start running it. Which should be soon, hopefully. Let me just double check and see if my lithium that I built as well works. Hopefully it does start up. And then one more thing I will add. I like this mod a lot. It's actually a mod and actually a server plugin as well. It's called Spark. Basically all this does is shows you the server's performance. So you can check kind of the health of your server. And I like to check this one too just to make sure the server is not lagging too badly when I'm generating. If it's lagging a lot, then I'll usually stop it or restart the server just to help it out there. Okay, and looks like I don't know if lithium loaded here. Lithium loaded. Perfect. So that's all loaded in. So we are chilling. The only thing I need is Chunky. I'll add Spark in. Hopefully that works just fine. And now I just have to wait for this thing to do its thing. Typically, building fabric mods can take a little while, just because it has so many steps. It's got to change the mappings, do this, that, the other. But it should be done pretty quickly here. Oh yeah, another thing is this mod is available for Forge as well. So it has to build the Forge version. This might take a little while here. Sorry if you can hear the people outside. I live by a pool. And people are having big fun in the pool right now. One more thing I will have to... I didn't realize that it's not loaded. What happened here? Oh, looks like I need Fabric API. Okay. Fabric API. Spark requires that. One thing I do have to do is also code that mod or plugin that's going to delete chunks that are unused but would spawn trial chambers in them. And once I code that, I can use that for future versions as well if there's ever a new structure. It just sucks because it's going to be a bit of a pain to code the very first time. But it's fine. It's all good. So I'll drag that in there. Hopefully we should be all good. Should start just fine. Error loading class. Starlight common scheduling util. I don't think that mod's getting updated anymore, the Starlight mod, but if it is, I will throw it in here. Yeah. Okay, we should be good. I don't think that error really matters much. And just to make sure it's all spawning correctly. There you go. There's a trial chamber there. So it looks like literally like right under world spawn there's a trial chamber that would spawn, which is crazy. Of course, this isn't gonna be... If you try to go on the server to 0.0 once I update, this trial chamber won't be there because the chunks that are above it have been built in. So I won't be deleting, obviously, those chunks. But this will be a good area to test for making sure my code is working correctly for when I make the chunk deletion thing. Because if this chunk gets removed, then we know that something's gone awfully wrong in my code there. Okay, and let's double check on this. Looks like it's also building for NeoForge. Building for literally every single thing known to man. So I'll let it go ahead and do its thing there as well. Perfect. And then I'm kind of curious what kind of chunk speeds we can get here. I'm not going to run the chunk gen until the my custom chunky builds, because I don't really want to generate anything that's not outside the world border. Speaking of world border, let's just set the new world border. So I think I said I'm going to add 20,000 blocks on each side, which is a bit generous now that I think of it. But effectively that would be 120,000. So let's say world border center 0, 0. World border set distance will be 120,000 blocks. And so that should be good. So now if we teleport to 5999990, we'll see the world border. Very cool. So this is what the new world border is going to look like. Very awesome. And I'm gonna fucking block. Perfect. Let's check on the building here. Looks like it's almost done for what it's doing here. I'm going to go ahead and sip some water while I wait. Should be nearly done there. Yeah, this mod is available for a lot of different platforms. Bukkit, Fabric, Folia, Forge, NeoForge, NBT. Maybe looks like it can operate on raw files actually, which I didn't know. Maybe that's something I should try. Can generate raw files. Oh, it's maybe a chunk trimming thing. Okay. Never mind. That tap water hits different. Dude, you're so right. That tap water really do be hitting different. I love the beautiful taste of the chlorine in there. You get all those minerals too. All the hard minerals. It's better than Red Bull basically if you think about it. You know, that's not copium, that's just facts. Factual information. What did I get pinged for in Discord? Oh my god, Bonesy said hi. Hell yeah. Alright. This is taking way too long. I'm way too impatient for this. Should be done. Come on, come on. Let's go, come on. Finish up, come on. Oh, it's building Folia right now. Man. Yeah, and I think for the actual chunk deletion stuff, I'll make it a plugin, because that's going to have to run on the server itself, on the actual server's map. So what I'll do is I'll back up the map before I run it, so that in case anything screws up badly, I'll have a backup. And then I'll run the chunk deletion and then hope nothing goes wrong. That is the plan. It's got electrolytes? You're so right, dude. You're so right. You gotta get all your electrolytes. And you gotta make sure the pH of the water is ideal as well. Did you know that Red Bull water is like sourced from like the Swiss Alps? That's crazy. Big tasty water. Okay, I shouldn't need that anymore. God damn it. A battery from the Swiss Alps? Yeah, for how much it costs, yeah. That thing's like more expensive than gold by weight. I actually saw the other day, I went into Winco And they had Red Bull for $1.50 a can. So that's probably the best deal I've ever seen on Red Bull. Or like the best price. I did buy just one can though. Didn't go too crazy on it. But it was crazy, honestly. Unexpected, that's for sure. Okay, once I run this build, I should have the jar I need. It'll probably be in this folder here. Once it builds. Actually, looks like it might have built already. Let's check. 7:14 p.m. on 2023, May 28th. I don't think that's today, so I'm gonna run the build. It's gonna be way faster than it was before because it's already generated all the things it needs to generate. So it should be pretty damn quick here. It's compiling right now. Perfect. It should be done. Let's reload. Chunky 1.4.14. Alright, let's start it up and let's make sure our server works. I am going to just cut this short. I don't need to waste CPU power processing the other stuff. So we should be good there. Alright, and it's going to give me some insane numbers. When I first set up the chunk generation, it's going to say it's generating like 500 million chunks a second, just because it thinks that those chunks that I have excluded, yeah, they thinks that they're already generated. Alright, chunky world border. So our radius is 60,000 blocks. That seems sus. What's our world border? Radius, 60,000. That's correct, right? Yeah, radius, not diameter. Okay, perfect. And then chunky center is fine. And chunky corners, I don't know what that does, to be honest. So I think if we just click start, you'll see it's gonna make some insane progress real quick here. It's generating like, how many chunks a second is that? Jesus Christ. That's like a million, over a million chunks a second. And then it's gonna slow down real quick. So, you know, it thinks it's gonna take about 30 seconds for me to finish this entire generation. But once it gets around 25,000 here, it's actually gonna start generating the chunks, and the CPS is gonna go down dramatically. As you can see, it's 80 now. Oh, and CPS just means chunks per second, so that's how many chunks it's able to create within a second. And yeah, so that's gonna run. Honestly, the rate right now is incredible. I've typically seen it around 20 chunks per second. And if I don't have the C2ME mod, it's very slow. Especially with lithium. C2ME and lithium gets me the fastest performance. If I do it with vanilla, I'm probably gonna get 40 down to 20 if I'm extra unlucky there. And then I also installed the Spark mod so I can check the TPS. As you can see, the TPS is great right now, so it's generating about as good as it can. But this is roughly correct here for the percentage of the world being generated. So we're about 43%. I have to generate pretty much the entire rest of the world there. So my plan is I'm going to just move this setup for the server, like all these files that I created, just over to the actual main server machine. And then for a couple days, I'm just going to run it until it's done. Right now it's telling me it's going to take about 92 hours to complete. So I don't know how many that is. 92 hours, 2 days. So roughly 4 days to complete. I'm guessing it's probably going to take 4 to 5 days. A lot of times it actually freezes in the middle of actually generating these. At least it's done so before. So we'll say roughly 4 to 5 days for this world to actually be correctly generated. And then once it's done generating, I have to do another step. So you'll see it's generating region files that say .mca. I'm going to need to convert these all to .linear files, which is my world format that I use for Firestarter. So those also need to run through conversion. So that's going to take a little while to actually do the conversion there as well. So that's probably why I say 5 days there, just because of all that extra junk I need to do. But yeah, honestly, the only other things I need to do here to actually update the server, I need to update the pets plugin. I need to actually create a server to test all the plugins on. Just test, make sure all the things work correctly as always. And leave this generation running on in the background. I would show you how I create a server instance on my actual dedicated server for this, but I'd rather not, just so I don't leak anything accidentally. So I'm going to end the stream now, and I will go ahead and move this chunk generation over to the primary server. And I'll just have that run in the background. And I might stream again. I don't think I'll stream again today, but I might stream again tomorrow. My plan is to work on the pets plugin, because that's going to be one of the bigger ones I need to do, and then just check if anything else needs to be updated. But for today, that's a good amount of progress, so I appreciate you all for joining in, just sticking around and watching me look at progress bars. And yeah, I'll see you all around. Thank you for watching the stream. Thank you for coming. Bye-bye.